Morning guys, it is Friday, getting ready to go to the gym, hitting legs, breaking my fast today with a brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tart. And I don't usually break my fast before I go work out, especially since I've been working out in the mornings, but been up for about three and a half hours now, and I haven't eaten yet, and I've got legs, so I'm going to be doing squats and then some accessory work after that. And I at least want a little bit of carbs in my system before I go do that, just so I'm not 100% dead. I mean, my pre-workout's going to do a little bit, but getting these simple carbs into my system is going to do a lot more. So I'm going to answer a few more emails here, take my pre-workout, head to the gym, hit legs, and I'll see you guys in the next clip. Alright guys, so just getting here to the gym, hitting legs today, and what I've been doing for my leg workouts is I start with my heavy compound. So I start with squats, do that for about, 45 minutes to an hour, take my time, work on my strength, really work on keeping my strength, especially while I'm in this cut. And that's what I do even when I'm in a surplus. Say I'm eating 4,000 calories a day, I still start out with my heavy compound for about 45 minutes to an hour. And then once I do that, once I complete those sets for my strength training portion, then I get into kind of like the bodybuilding, the hypertrophy work, the accessory work. And I'll do that for about 45 minutes to an hour. So usually my leg workouts, usually my workouts last around an hour and a half. I'll usually spend about 45 minutes on a heavy compound and then a half an hour to 45 minutes again on accessory work, really working hypertrophy. So today, for instance, you'll see me doing squats, starting out with squats, really trying to go decently heavy, try to get as much strength training in there as possible. Of course, it's not going to be as heavy as when I'm in a surplus. However, still trying to go as heavy as possible while I'm in a deficit. Woke up this morning right under 147, but then as soon as I'm done with squats, I'll go into my accessory work. So I'll be doing walking lunges, I'll be doing leg extensions, hamstring curls, calf raises, different things like that for my hypertrophy work. Now, when I'm in a surplus, when I'm in a deficit, my workouts don't change that much. Really what changes is my diet. In my opinion, diet's 80% of the battle. Diet is 80% of whatever you're doing when it comes to shaping your body. So you don't really need to change up your workouts that much. What you need to change is your diet. So my workouts stay basically the same, whether I'm bulking, whether I'm cutting. It's just my diet, the calorie intake changes. So about to get this leg workout in now. Here we go.
They call him the J.R. Smith of the Spanish League, Mario Hezonja. Oh, he's the J.R. Smith of the Spanish League. If I heard that, I would run for shelter.
The Thundering Herd Podcast.
Seth MacFarlane.
All right, guys, so headed home from tanning, just got done listening to the Thundering Herd Podcast with Colin Cowherd. And something that I definitely recommend you guys to do is podcasts. Listen to podcasts. There is so much to be gained from podcasts, knowledge, wisdom, just information. And I mean, you can just listen to podcasts for entertainment purposes. I listen to the Thundering Herd podcast for my sports. I really like Colin Cowherd's opinions and his takes on the daily sports stories. Then I'll listen to like Mark Fit and Fit Talk for like some fitness information, different motivational type of stuff. The Schmoes Knows podcast, AMC Movie Talk, I really like for movie information. Those are just kind of more like entertainment purposes. Other entertainment ones, you've got Brian Callen and Brendan Schaub, the Fighter and the Kid podcast. That's probably my favorite one, to be honest. I love hearing those guys kind of go back and forth and just kind of banter. That's probably one of my favorite entertaining podcasts. The Joe Rogan podcast, Joe Rogan Experience. That one, when it comes down to it, I probably gain more knowledge and wisdom from that one than any other podcast, simply because of the guests Joe Rogan has on his podcast on a daily basis. He has astronauts, physicists, engineers, he has fighters, he has athletes on there as well, so you can gain different training methods, different things like that. That's probably my favorite one when it comes to just getting smarter and gaining more knowledge about the world and different trades. What else do I listen to? Chael Sonnen's podcast. He has a lot of different entertainers from WWE, UFC, fight promoters. I like that one for kind of like my UFC information. He's really good about that. But those are some of the podcasts I love to listen to, and that's something that I definitely recommend, is listening to podcasts, whether it's during work, when you're driving. Music has its place. Music is good for the soul. I wouldn't trade music for podcasts when I'm working out, but maybe when I'm doing cardio or when I'm working or different things like that, podcasts are a great addition. But about to head home now, get a post-workout meal in, because I just went to tan right after I got done working out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next clip, show you guys what I eat. Alright guys, so about to make my dinner right now. What I'm having is an entire container of the egg beaters. I'm going to have about 2.5 servings of that deli fresh ham, and then 2 slices of just regular cheese. The reason I'm not going with fat-free is because a lot of the foods I eat don't really have that much fat in them anyways, so having just the regular fatty cheese is not going to hurt me that much. It's not going to make me go over in my fats or anything, so it's nothing to really worry about in my opinion. If you guys are getting a lot of fatty foods, or you are a little bit higher in your fat, then you can make that substitution for fat-free cheese. But for me, I don't need it. I can just have the regular cheese, and in my opinion, it tastes a little better. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to make this entire thing, and I'm only going to have about 12 servings tonight. And the reason I'm only having 12 servings is so that tomorrow I can have the other 8 servings for like my breakfast or my post-workout meal. That way I don't have to worry about really making anything, preparing anything tomorrow afternoon. That's just something I like to do, is kind of preparing, kind of like working ahead a little bit. That's the way I see it. But about to make this now. I'll see you guys in the next clip. Alright guys, so just got home from seeing Inside Out, and that's the new Disney Pixar movie, and it's been out for a week now, so there's been a ton of hype for it. A lot of people saying that it's the best Pixar movie. It's the best that they've been since Toy Story 3. My opinion on it, it lives up to the hype. Is it better than Toy Story 3? No. Is it the best Pixar movie since Toy Story 3? Yes. It kind of makes you forget about those Cars movies that they made that weren't good. In my opinion, I did not like those. I think this did a better job at kind of tugging on your heartstrings than Up did. Of course, Up started out, those first 10 minutes, man, those first 10 minutes were just about the best 10 minutes in any Pixar movie. If you guys know what I'm talking about, you know that those first 10 minutes of Up were phenomenal. But the movie couldn't live up to that, as it hit that peak and then it just went downhill. It did not live up to what it started out to. Toy Story 3, I think, was an amazing cap to an amazing trilogy. The Monsters Incorporated, Monsters University. I was a big fan of Monsters Incorporated. Monsters University was alright, but I don't think a movie has been as good as Inside Out since Toy Story 3. This movie did its job. I mean, it made you feel emotions. It made you feel kind of those nostalgic thoughts about growing up, because that's what a lot of this story is about. It's about growing up. It's about letting go, if you will. And the story was fun. Little kids are going to love it, but Pixar is a great studio that makes it makes movies for adults that appeal to kids. Because when you look at the underlying factors in all these Pixar movies, like this movie, the underlying factor was on dealing with depression and how to find joy in every aspect of life. Now, I'm not giving anything away there, no spoilers, but the movie was also flashy and colorful and fun. So this movie did have a very strong adult undertone, but it was flashy and it appeals to kids. So I think Pixar does a great job of that, and I think that's why Pixar is so popular, because it does exactly that. But if I was to rate Inside Out, I would give it an A. Toy Story 3, A+. But this is probably my second favorite Pixar movie that's been made. I'm jumping on that hype train. I really did enjoy that movie, but this is going to wrap up this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. It's going to help it show up in that suggestion tab on the side. I'd really appreciate it. If you guys are not subscribed, check out some of my other videos. If you guys like this kind of content, hit that red subscribe button. Your guys' support means the world to me. www.treggfisher.com for online personal training. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.